Good morning and welcome to our Wednesday word of encouragement. Well, we are going into week 3 of our Faith and Choices series as we move through the book of Ephesians. This week we'll be moving through chapter 3 and going ahead and moving into chapter 4 a little bit. And Paul begins chapter 4 as kind of a transition between the first 3 chapters that talk about our beliefs and the last 3 chapters that talk about how we behave. And he has a transition verse there in chapter 4, verse 1, where it says, "As a prisoner of the Lord, then, I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received." We are to live a life worthy of the salvation that we have through Jesus Christ. We've talked about that some already. Because we are saved, we love others and we forgive others and we go out and do the things that God has called upon us to do. If you are living a life worthy of the mercy and the grace of God, you're not living that life alone. God has put you into the church, another emphasis through the book of Ephesians, that in the church, in the body, in the family of God, we work together. And one of the things that he really emphasizes that I want to talk about today is unity. We are to work towards unity. It is to be something that is so important to us. How do we do that? Well, he gives us 3 ideas on how to do that. He says, first of all, you do it through humility, counting others better than yourself, realizing that it's not about me, but it's about serving others. It's about being gentle in the way we treat one another, not being harsh, not being mean, but being gentle and loving and then being patient. Oh, we all need more patience. We all get on each other's nerves at times. We all say something. We disagree at times. And so we need patience with one another. That's what we're called to do. And then in verse 3, he says, "Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace." You know, Jesus said we will be known by how we love one another, how we are able to keep that unity with one another. When my kids were going to junior high, they went to Green Acres, the junior high here in Visalia, and the theme of their junior high is unity in the midst of diversity. Well, that's what the church is all about. Having unity in the midst of diversity. We're never all going to agree. That's an unrealistic expectation. We're never going to not hurt one another. It's going to happen at times. We step on one another's toes. We say the wrong thing. We react the wrong way. So how do we do that? Well, first we have to make the effort. It doesn't just happen. You know that in family. You know that in a family, unity and love doesn't just happen. You have to forgive one another. You have to love one another. You have to care about one another. You have to see the relationship as more important than being right. That the relationship is more important than me getting my way, or it's all about me. That's how we maintain the unity in the church, by putting others first, by realizing that diversity is actually a gift from God. We're all made different and we bring new and different things to the church. Praise God for that. Different ideas, different perspectives. That's what God has called upon us to do, to have that unity in diversity. Let me encourage you to be patient with one another, to be forgiving one another, to be loving one another, to realize that there's going to be times we'll slight one another, we'll say the wrong thing or not notice someone, or we'll fail to react to a need as quickly as we wish we could. But we need to love one another and care about one another, and realize that we are made different and we have different needs. Praise God for that, and have unity in the midst of our diversity. With planned differences in color, you get a Mona Lisa. With unplanned differences, you get finger painting blotched on a piece of paper. With planned differences in weaving, you get a beautiful tapestry. With unplanned differences, you get a tangled ball of yarn. With planned differences in tone, you get an orchestra playing Beethoven. With unplanned differences, you get a junior high garage band. God has planned our differences for us to work together to bring glory to his name. Another theme that's found throughout the book of Ephesians. Bring glory to the name of God. And how do we do that? By loving one another, striving for unity, being quick to forgive, slow to speak, fast to minister to each other. This is David Berry for the Visalia Community Church and we of Christ, and we hope that you'll join us online on Sunday at 10 o'clock or in person for our worship services at 9 o'clock. We have in-person Bible classes for all ages as we delve into the book of Ephesians and as we look at the wonderful things that God has planned for us. And then our Sunday night groups are meeting all across town, again, delving even deeper into this Faith and Choices series. If we can help you in any way, let us know. Text me, call me. We're here for you. Our numbers are found on our webpage. We're glad that you joined us today. Have a blessed day.